beautiful, and welcome to Makeups. For today's video, we are once again taking a trip into some Zodiac territory, and today's victim, is Libra. Libra, your time has come, baby cakes, for you to not only get a magnificent makeups look made by moi, but also a stunning headpiece, also made by moi, and then also a factual, accurate, will happen to every single Libra horoscope. Pilaf has once again been doing all of the research. I have gone to the online libraries, I have charted the stars, I've charted the planets, I've looked at all of the black holies, and I've been able to see what is going to happen to every single Libra out there in the world, and only to Libra. Like this one, all of the horoscopes only happen to that star sign, but Libra, this one is definitely going to mess with your little noggin, let me just say that. That hurt. Pilaf is going to have a little eggy on top of her heady. For the moment, as usual, I am just preparing my face base with my scene sticks, my best friend scene sticks, my foundations, and my brushies. Because I am a brush kind of goddess, not a spongy kind of goddess. But Pilaf does not judge. If you want to be a spongy kind of goddess, be a spongy kind of goddess. If you want to be a brushy kind of goddess, be a brushy kind of goddess. If you even want to be a finger kind of goddess, be that as well. Pilaf does not mind, because at the end of the day, makeups is up to you. Let us get some of this foundation, which has very recently gotten a lot more tan in comparison to my skin. It's gotten a lot more yellow in comparison to my skin. Like, Pilaf rarely leaves the house as it is, but I've left the house less because of COVID, yes? Because that is what you're supposed to do, yes? And somehow, Pilaf got paler, because this is matching me less than usual. I didn't even think that was possible. Apparently not. Now that our beautiful face base is on, it is time to go with the pretty colors. So once again, I am using the Zodiac palette given to me by my bestest Babycakes Joe. I love you, Joe! So for today, we are going with the beautiful Libra rose. So we have some pinks, some pretty greens, some shimmery gold, and some green glitters. For today's look, what I am thinking is a lot of fun. I am thinking, how many cut creases do we want? All of them! So let us just deep dive into this, yes? So what I'm thinking is just getting some Libra 3, which seems to be the lightest color, but also the most vibrant. Yes, and I'm just going to get this on a small kind of brush, and I'm just going to start in the like inner section above my like lid. I don't know, there is like the curvy like where my eyeball sits kind of lid, and then there is the upper lid. At the moment I'm going for like the upper lid, and I want to go at a bit of an angle because I'm going to be cutting all of the creases today. At the moment I just want to focus on right eye, and then I will get to left eye later. And then I'm going to dive into a bit of Libra too, just to add some depth. Oh, now she just looks muddy. No! Do not want the mud, I want the vibrance. Because my overall plan for all of these cut creases is to really get a harmony and a balance between all of the cut creases, yes? Because Libra, you are all about the balances. That is why your like symbol is the like scales and stuff, because you signify like justice and all those kinds of things, yes? Now that the first piece of green is on, I'm just going to get some sand stick, put her on the back of my hand, because she's best friend and we know her like the back of our hand. And I am just going to get a small cream concealer brush, and I'm going to look down upon my enemies, and then I'm just going to start lining my cut crease. Now that I have that typical first curve of the cut crease, it is time to cut the crease kind of up here as well. So I'm going to go at a bit of an angle. Yes, that is what I wanted. Peel off. We are already doing so good. Peel off is doing so good. Okay, so now that that one is on, we just get to go back in with the color. So Libra 3 for the light one, and then Libra 2 for some depth. And then I'm going to start adding some sparklies as we go through. Ooh. Actually, what I may do, I do not trust my steady hand today. I'm just going to add one of these like little elf eye thingies as some precaution, because I do not trust my shakiness today. So once again, I'm just getting Libra 3, the light vibrant color, and I am just dusting her on. But once again, Pilaf has done some incredible amounts of research for Libra. Pilaf has done even more research than she has on some of the other zodiacs. And I hear you saying, Pilaf, how have you managed that? What you may not know is that my biological brother, not Monkey, he is adopted. My biological brother is a Libra. So Pilaf has had not only the pleasure, but also the stress of living with a Libra for at least 17 years of her life. Don't get me wrong. Every single one of my siblings, every single one of my family members, so much love for every single one of those human beings. But everybody has flaws. And then to add a teeny bit more depth to this one, I'm just going to be adding some Libra 6. Ooh! But in studying all of the Zodiac stereotypes and comparing them to how my family lives, most of the time I can sit there and be like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Or just like, no, that is ridiculous. My brother, he's a bit indifferent to most of them. I do not read these and be like, oh yes, that is definitely my brother. Because as a Libra, some of your stereotypical strengths are that you are diplomatic, you are cooperative, you are gracious, you are fair-minded, and you are social. And to all of those things, I think, yes, my brother is definitely like that. He is like that sometimes, but also he is like that not sometimes. It just depends what kind of situation he is in, where he is, that kind of thing, if that makes sense. I don't know, but it just isn't one of those things where I think to myself like, yes, this is my brother's like defining characteristic. To myself, I just think like, oh yeah, like, I guess, sure. But if I was to really sum up my brother, I would just sit there and be like, he is one of the smartest, nerdiest people I have ever met in my life. He reads the Atlas for fun. Who reads the Atlas for fun, brother? I respect it, but also like, why? But also somehow he is one of the stupidest people I've ever met in my life. He is somehow both a nerd and one of the dumbest people I have ever met in my life. And that isn't down to like intelligence, that is just down to like self-control. If I could sum up my brother in one little story, here it is. So my brother, granted, when he was younger, he had his friends over and they decided, oh, you know what I have never done before? I have never snorted tang. That isn't a code word for anything. This is literally, has anyone seen this orange drink? I will try and find a photo. If I cannot find it, I will try and draw it. Tang is like this orange cordial like powder thing that you mix into like water and then, oh my gosh, it's like orange cordial. How delightful. How delightful is that? So my brother had his friends over and all of them thought, you know what would be a really funny idea? You know what would be a great idea? What would be a really great idea is if every single one of us were to snort it. So, needless to say, this little powder that not only has like citric acid in it, like citric acid crystals, but also sugar, salt, and then some flavoring that is all powdered, when they snorted it, their noses started bleeding a teeny bit. Oh, why would that be happening, Pilaf? Oh, because all of those little powder things are technically little shards of crystals, yes? So the crystals lacerated the insides of their nose, and to this day, my brother's sense of smell is really not there. Such a smart idea, brother. He is literally one of the smartest people I know in my life. Decided that at one point, why drink the thing that is meant for you to drink when you can shove it up your nose? Oh, why can I no longer have a sense of smell, Pilaf? Oh, I wonder why, brother. But also in the strengths, I wish that there was something a bit more about like loyalty and friendship. Like, I understand that he's being described as social, but social could just mean that you're good in crowd. My brother is a very warm-hearted human being. My brother is a very supportive human being. Told him up with like 2 days notice that I was going to audition for like a TV show, but I needed a backing track for a song that I wrote. I didn't know how to make the backing track. So he stopped what he was doing and he came over and he helped me finish it. He did that with no notice at all. I didn't get in, but that is okay. But if you wanted to be accurate about Libras, horoscope.com, you really need to put something in there about loyalty. Because he is not loyalty out of just. He is loyalty because he has love. And he is a very, very good human being. And I am very lucky to be able to call him my brother. But at the same time, I really hope that this video is the one that he does not watch, because at the end of the day, I don't want him to ever think that I have love for him. We have a really good mutual understanding that there is obviously care, but like we never specify. It's like an unspoken bond between us. And then for the last semicircle of cuckeries, I'm just going to get some Libra 1 and some Libra 7. Right eye is now looking stunning with all of the cuckeries, so now it is time for left eye. Buckle up, Buttercup, because it is your time to shine. It is your time to be in the spotlight. It is your time to match your sister. First, I put on the sticky thing. It looks pretty even. That was first go. That looks pretty even. Gay left eye! Okay, so now that that is done, we just need to prepare. Okay, so left eye. Come on, baby cakes. Your turn. Left eye, get it! Yes! Now that this is all on, the top part of our eyes is done, I am just going to... looking sharp, looking good. Left eye, your turn, baby cakes. Are those it? Yay! Evie! Oh my god! Oh my... Pilaf did so good! Bask in my glory, for I am Pilaf! I'm just not sure how I feel about the color combination. I don't know, the pink to gold, the green. I'm putting that glitter on top. Screw it. I do not like the pink. I do not like the pink. Okay, so instead, I am just going to get this cream concealer brush and I'm just going to start packing this beautiful green glitter on because the pink, I don't know, she's just not what I want. So hopefully this beautiful green can save this look. And then I think for a bit of difference, because I did not get to use any Virgo, I'm just going to use Virgo 8 for the outside. That way there is still a bit of a fade. So I'm going to have one brush for green and then I'm going to have one brush for the brown. That way we still get some depth, yes? Just because it is glitter does not mean that there cannot be any blending. That is starting to look better, yes! Okay, we are back on track. Pilaf is once again outstanding. She had that little bit of a moment, but do not fear because Pilaf the Makeup Goddess is here. The stunning glitter is now on, which means that I'm finally back on track with this look because that pink, like, she just... No, just... No. Now it's time for the bottom parts of our eyes because we need to frame them as magically as we have framed everything else. So I am just going to get the Shimmer Libra 6 shade on a smudge brush and then I'm just going to line my bottom lashes with that and then link it up to that fierce like whoosh thing that I have going on over here. And then I will get the lighter color and I will just buff her out. Makeup tutorials at the end of the day do get a little bit repetitive because it is like, oh, now that you have done this, do this. Now that you have done this, do this. It is like, okay, so you pretty much repeat the same steps over and over and over. And then somehow they turn out into a masterpiece. Kind of like painting in all honesty. And yet somehow Bob Ross makes every single painting and every single painting tutorial as wonderful as the next. Pilaf just hopes to be the Bob Ross of makeups. And now that all of these vibrant greens are on, we are just going to go in with a teeny tiny bit of highlight. We just want to highlight all of the important sections. Even though that would be my whole entire face, we're going to be like a Libra, diplomatic. So we're just going to do the inner corner and then we're going to be very light when it comes to underneath the brow. Now that the cute pop of highlighter is done, it is time for my brows. So for brows, I don't actually do anything that special. I just get my brow cake and my brow brush and I start to fill them in until they are fluffy, duffy caterpillars. And then after I fill them in, I just get myself some hairspray. And then just spiky them up so that they are really thick and fluffy. Duff! Pilaf didn't use enough. Brows are now thick, fluffy, duffy caterpillars, which means that it is time for eye feathers. Eye feathers! So first things first, I just need to get my eyelash guillotine and I just squishy them together so that they get a cute little lift. And then just a little coat of mascara. That way my lashes are sad, droopy, kind of lashes. And for feathers today, I'm just using my Kiss Pompadour feathers. I just get them in between my pinchy boys that are naturally flamingo, of course, and I get myself a white glue that dries down into a cute blue hue. That way when it gets that cute blue hue, I know it is nice and tacky and I can just it onto my eye. And then we will be patient and wait for the lashes to get tacky. None of this sticking them on too early. But to make sure the takiness effect of the feather is happening at a quicker pace, I'm just going to do some aggressive hand waving to catalyze the reaction, yes? But while we wait to get the eye feather nice and tacky, I think now is a perfect time for every single Libra out there, including you, brother. No one is safe. It is time for you to know your horoscope because Pilaf, she has been charting the stars, the planets, the constellations, the moons, everything in the universe to make sure that this horoscope is 100% accurate and will happen to every single Libra. And I'm not going to lie, this one I like double checked because I had to make sure that this was true because brother, I think your worst nightmare is about to come to life. Because tonight when you go to sleep, everything is fine, everything is as normal. But when you wake up in the morning, you start to see that things are a little bit different, a little bit terrifying. To all of the people that have pets in the world, you are going to get the biggest fright of your life because tomorrow you wake up, everything is fine, but then you get to go give your cute puppy or cute kitty a little like good morning pet, yes? But to your horror, kind of horror, like I would actually pee my pants because their eyes are different, their eyes are terrifying because their eyes, and only to Libras tomorrow, only to Libras are all animals' eyes are human looking. tomorrow, to every single Libra, the animals of the world suddenly have human eyes. Just have a look at these photos that I'm going to edit together. Cats, dogs, elephants, tigers, meerkats, just all of the animals of the world suddenly have human eyes. I would pee in my little panties. I would pee in my knickers. I would be so scared. Already, there are some animals out there whose eyes just look that teeny bit too human, and I'm just like, you are a shapeshifter, and I know it. Please keep yourself at an adequate distance, and that adequate distance is in Cuba! Miles stays away from me because I hate it. I hate when animals have eyes that are that little bit too human because I know that they are a shapeshifter. But Libra, tomorrow you're not going to be able to tell who's a shapeshifter and who is not out of all the animals in the world because every single one of them has human eyes. Every single one of them has human eyes. Thank gosh I'm not a Libra. So, dearest brother, your cute little kitty cat is going to have human eyes tomorrow. Have fun! So tomorrow, Libra, mentally prepare yourself, mentally brace yourself because the way that you see the world is going to be different to everyone else. Because to everyone else, all of the animals of the world will look correct. They will look as normal. But to you, you'll see these kinds of terrifying creatures. Peel off is not fan! But now that this feather is nice and tacky, it is time to eat onto my eye. The way that I do them is I usually start them in the middle and I put them at kind of an up angle. And then when the middle is nice and secure, I just pull across the inside and pull across the outside. And then I squishy them together with the pinchy boys. Eye feathers are done, which means that this is our completed eye look. And oh my god! Woo! Who said the one cut crease was enough? I don't know, but they are wrong. This I am incredible. This is amazing. I love this eye look. Now that our eyes are done, it is just time to go on with all of the little details now. So, first step, contour. Because at the moment I have a bit of a Mrs. Potato Head. No shapes, no nothing to it, just a bit of an egg kind of situation, yes? So I just get my bestest boy Marky Mark, and I just get this cheek shader brush, and I pull a fish face. And then just lightly dust back some of the shapes of our face. And then for our nose, a cute little flick and a cute little flick. Then for a bit of extra balance, I'm just going to add a teeny bit of blush. So with my Conspiracy palette, I just mix some of my peels with some pigment. And then I just smile so that I can get the apples of my cheeks. That was a bit too much pigment. If you're like peel off and you're a teeny tiny bit heavy-handed, just get like a normal like skin color powder and just like try and buff that out. Or just become an e-girl. Those are your only two options. We do not have a choice. We are going for e-girl. It is okay because at the end of the day, I know that Libra is based off of the scales held by the Titan Themis. And I am confident in saying that if Themis was walking around today, she would be wearing something similar to this. Stunning, colorful, balanced, diplomat, yeah, all of the things, yes? All of the balanced kind of scaly kind of things, yes? But not like fish scales, because that is Pisces. And today we are doing Libra. And once again for highlighter, I'm just getting my Set the Tone highlighter by Makeup's Revolution, and I'm just going to put it on the important sections. So my cheekbone, for my nose, a cute little doot and a cute little boop boop, and a dot. And then for my Cupid's bow, just a duck face. And a good helping, like glazed donut. Now I want donuts. And because I am obsessed with it lately, I'm just going to add back in some of my freckles. Because that is really the only downside of foundations for peel off, is her missing cute little freckles. And then just use your finger to kind of like pat them out a bit so that they look a little bit more realistic. Next, I'm just going to get some white body paint so that I can put on my face that beautiful Libra symbol. Ooh! So I'm just going to get this fine liner Makeup's brush so that way I can get some good precision, accuracy, because as I keep saying, balanced like the scales. Scales can be unbalanced, but typically when it comes to like justice scales, they are always balanced because there should never be like an unbalance when it comes to justice, if that makes sense. The font that I've chosen for this Makeup's look is definitely Peel Off Shaky Hand, but do not worry because the symbol is still correct. It just looks a teeny bit different because of the font I have chosen. Maybe next time I will try some Arial kind of thing, or maybe Times New Roman. That could look really cute. And then for lips, I'm just going to be mixing some of this Skin on Skin given to me by the beautiful Monique. Thank you so much, Babycakes. And also the NYX matte lip cream in the color Beijing. I don't know, when it comes to lipsticks, I just put on the lipstick. I don't do the lip liners or anything like that. Not that I don't have lip liners, just I am yet to figure out how to properly do it without drawing outside the lines, if that makes sense. And then for a touch of extra pizzazz, I'm just going to get this Libra one color and I'm just going to dust her over the top. That way we get a cute little like shimmer happening as well. Ooh, that is it for so this is Pilaf did such good job. This is it for the makeup's look, which means that now we just need to reveal the headpiece in all of its glory. Okay, so once again, Pilaf made the headpiece for this specific zodiac, and I am so proud of how this one turned out because I made you like a scale-looking crown. I'm so excited to see how this all looks together because I've not seen this whole entire thing together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to not look at the viewfinder and I'm not going to look at the mirror, and I'm going to put this on and we are just going to see how it all kind of looks together. Okay, so, all right, are we ready? Okay, so, 1, 2, 3. I just look like the cutest green diplomatic Telletubbie. Like I go to it, like, you have to admit this kind of looks like a Telletubbie now that I pointed out. You cannot unsee it, but at the same time I look stunning. You looked so good. I just group happy love. I did so good. Is this not fabulous? Is this not incredible? Is this not the definition of perfection? I love how this turned out. Bask in my glory, for Pilaf the makeup's goddess has done it! I did so good. Oh my gosh, they waved me. I did so good. I did so good. But now that the makeup is on and looking stunning, the headpiece is looking so gemstone, so fabulous. The horoscope is given and factual. Remember, Libras, mentally prepare yourself. Mentally brace yourself, because tomorrow animals are going to be looking like this. I know. Terrifying. At this point, I'm really glad that I'm not a Libra. And because Pilaf is a legitimate beauty goddess, there is only one thing left to do. And that is a sexy, a slow mouse. Boom. I love this headpiece. It goes around the world like da 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 da. But now the makeup is fabulous, headpiece is on, horoscope is given, and sexy slow-mos are done. That is it for today's video. I'm starting to get really bummed out about saying goodbyes. But before I do depart, for the second last time, I need every single one of you to know something very, very special, something very incredibly important. So I need to adjust the camera so that you can see me for realsies. I need every single one of you to know something incredibly, incredibly important. Not just Libras, all of the zodiac signs. It does not matter what you are. All of the zodiacs, you need to know this, yes? You are breathtaking. You are stunning. You are magnificent. You are intelligent. You are beautiful from the inside out. You are perfection in every single shape, way, and form. And Pilaf knows this firsthand. I've been given the absolute privilege to know every single one of you and be able to see all of your perfections, yes? And because I know your perfection firsthand, I have this beautiful light in all of my days. I have something to look forward to. I have this ability to make these videos and it warms my heart that I thought for so many years was so cold that I could never have feeling in it again. But every single one of you have changed me for the better, and I am so appreciative and grateful for all of the things, all of the love and all of the support. Pilaf, I know you're a beauty, I know you're perfection, and my life is forever changed by that, for the better. I'm a better person because I know all of your perfections. But unfortunately, there are people out there who do not know your perfection, and their lives are meaningless. Doo-doo, nothing, obsolete kind of lives, yes? So you need to do Pilaf a favor, yes? You need to go out into the world and show them your perfection. You need to show them what beauty is from the inside out. Because it does not matter what level of makeups you wear, what level of makeups you have, what level of makeup skills you have. It does not matter, because at the end of the day, beauty is from the inside out, and they need to know it. So you need to go out into the world, spiritually, metaphorically at the moment, but go out nonetheless and show them and give their lives meaning. Show them what the definition of perfection is. And while you're out there, do not forget what your mother always say. If you can't say something nice, say something cruel.